Music without woman is tasteless. A voice of a woman are important in every musical show. The tone, the rhythm, and the pitch that only women can render needs to be present to show dynamic and depth in the music. But if a woman's voice are valued when it comes to music, does it mean that the message from the voice of a woman is also valued or not? Welcome to Taste That Film. In today's episode, we'll be tasting the most tasteful meat in the world. It is a musical meat using feministic cuisine. The Yummy-O-meter will be the judge what dish is the yummiest and the most disgusting. For this episode, a yummy point will be added to the film if it empower or presented solution to empower women. A disgusting point will be added to the film that presented gender stereotype, discrimination, gender bias, and other concept of gender inequality. Because we value our viewers, we asked some of them to suggest a dish that they wanted to be tasted on the show.
Dream Girls. Les Miserables. Mamma Mia.
For the appetizer, girls can sell Les Miserables. There are numerous issues presented in the film that is set during the French Revolution. Of course, objectification is always present, but in this film, Anne Hathaway was treated like a real object. Everything from her was sold. Teeth, hair, and her meat was sold. All of this she has to do for the sake of her daughter.
My life would be so different from this hell I'm living.
Cosette needs to be saved by a man just to have freedom from Helena Bonham Carter and Sacha Baron Cohen. Hugh Jackman literally bought Amanda with money from the couple. She was portrayed as a product. Samantha Barks needs to disguise herself as a man to fight in the revolution. She needs to disguise for her self-satisfaction and for her love. We can also taste the gender gap between classes, between the woman who has and the woman who don't. The difference between Amanda Seyfried's character and Samantha Barks was clear. Amanda doesn't need to do anything because her father and her lover is always present to protect her, while Samantha Barks needs to fight and do everything just to survive. All female characters in the film suffered. All female characters in the film did not achieve their goal, except for Cosette, which is her only goal is to be with her lover. Les Miserables presented a myriad of gender issues during French Revolution, but we cannot assume that Les Miserables is a sexist film. The film itself can be seen as an eye-opener. The way issues presented convey a message that people need to understand the state of being woman during French Revolution, for people to realize that treatment in a woman needs to change. It convey a message that people need to learn how to respect and honor the strength and determination of a woman.
Did you hear what I said, Dina? I am a woman now.
For the main course, Black and Fat wants to be heard, Dream Girls.
Mean and getting fatter all the time.
Now you lie, I've never been so thin.
This film presented very powerful characters. They are strong, confident, beautiful, and talented. But to establish the power of a woman, there is a need for them to be sexualized, discriminated, and treated as a product first. In the film, Dreamgirls were seen as an emblem of black women's dominance of pop culture, but that is because they conform to the music culture of white American. Plus, their songs was sexualized and their lead vocal do not present natural face features of a black woman. The other two vocals that has natural black woman features what just seen as a backup. In one scene, Jamie Foxx bribed a man from the contest to make sure that the Dreamettes will not win the show. So the Dreamettes will have no choice but to accept the offer of Jamie Foxx to join his company. So the Dreamettes became backup singers and eventually got their own album because of the dirty ways of Mr. Fox. We can suggest that Mr. Fox did all the bribery, payola scam, and other marketing strategies with the help of the brother of Effie White, the composer. Black women had to adapt to the white people's style of singing to get attention of the public. Mr. Fox did all the business-related work, and the Dreamettes just to have follow what Mr. Fox says and what he wants them to do. Dreamgirls were portrayed as a product of entertainment. The main function of their creation is to satiate men's dreams.
You make it sound like a product.
Product.
We can say that the fame of Dreamgirls were not possible if Mr. Jamie Foxx was not present in the film. Regardless of their talent, their career depends on the capacity of Mr. Fox and the beautiful face of their lead singer Beyonce. Mr. Fox transformed the Dreamettes into Dreamgirls and replaced Jennifer Hudson with Beyonce as a lead vocal just because she's fat and ugly. She was maltreated and discriminated like an object that has no emotion.
Kids today watch television.
So Dana's gonna sing the lead because you like the way she looks.
And because she was ugly and fat, no one wants to hear her voice. Her talent doesn't matter in a society who values the appearance of women more than their talent and skill.
What about what I need?
And because of that, the song came to life.
Never go, no, there's no way. No way. I'm living without.
This song presented the determination of a woman, the strong characteristic of a woman that does not give up easily. This song inspired many women to fight for the right to love and right not to be discriminated. But the root cause of this song is actually a man. It may be misunderstood and suggests that a woman cannot live meaningfully without a man. The story goes on and Jennifer Hudson became a single mom, bitter in life and portrayed as a loser. After all the troubles, Jennifer Hudson found their peace and started to change.
I am changing.
This significant scene suggests that Jennifer Hudson is ready to take on the new role that the society gave to her. But Mr. Fox did not let that happen.
Come on, baby.
Later on, Beyonce discovered that her needs, personality, and what she wants doesn't even matter. Mr. Fox kept her guarded and dictated. From what movie she was going to star in, the song she was going to sing, and all the rest, her preferences don't matter.
Dina, you know why I chose you to sing lead? Because your voice has no personality, no depth. Except for what I put in.
She realized she needs to be heard, and this song was born.
Listen to the sound.
This song symbolizes the sentiments of a woman that needs to be heard, needs to be understood, and be recognized. Needs to be involved in a dialogue dominated by men. This is one of the most powerful songs that shows the independence and power of a woman. Dreamgirls reunited at the end, and that shows victory. Dreamgirls showed issue of gender inequality to empower the stand of every female presented in the film. And for the dessert, disguised as feminist, Mamma Mia.
Lose control. There's a fire within my
There is nothing worse than a sexist film disguised as a film that empowers a woman. Yes, this film can inspire a lot of women to be strong and independent, but the ideology presented by the film that may not be recognized by a simple target audience can be taken as an idea that degrade or present women as dependent, weak, and unintellectual lovesick. On these parts of the show, we will enumerate why this film can be seen as a feminist film, and we will also present the issue why it may be considered as a sexist film.
money, money, must be funny in a rich man's world.
Mamma Mia is an Italian expression denoting various kinds of emotion: surprise, fear, rejection, or joy. Translating it figuratively, it is a woman in her period. Most of the major characters in the film are women. More than half of the cast were women.
Chickadee-tack, you and I know.
The director Philia Lloyd, which is woman, were recognized for her movie The Iron Lady.
Another, anyone will
They used ABBA songs. This scene empowers every working woman in the island.
from the tambourine. Oh, yeah.
Every woman was happy and celebrating. The movie presents the superiority of a woman in some aspects.
See that girl?
And Meryl Streep is present in this film.
Dancing queen.
Now, why is it considered as a sexist film? We patterned some of our analysis on this part from Josh Whedon's review of Jurassic World. And we're going to say that this movie was also from 70s sexist era. The main character, Meryl Streep, is earning from her Greek island resort, which is a gift from an old lady. Sounds like a fairy tale. She didn't even have to work for it. However, even if she already owned a big and beautiful resort, she still has to work harder than anyone to maintain the resort's income, fix and clean the whole resort, and this happens for the past 20 years of her life in the movie.
I work all night, I work all day to pay the bills I have to pay. Ain't it sad?
All women characters in the film need to work harder just to gain success, satisfaction, or happiness. Amanda Seyfried needs to fool her mother and her fiance just to know her father's identity, but in the end, her goal was not technically attained, but she was shown in the film as a happy woman. The plot makes it more complicated to distinguish the identity of her father. The film did not present any solution for Amanda. Juliette Waters' character was a lovesick old woman. Christine Baranski's character was a plastic surgery product that needs attention. If we compare this woman to a male character led by Pierce Brosnan, we will notice that woman works harder just to attain success and men doesn't need to work at all. Even the problem of Pierce Brosnan with Meryl Streep was solved by Amanda's character. In the end, the hard work and loneliness of Meryl Streep is over because Pierce Brosnan is now present in her life again, and because of the stone Aphrodite. Her happiness will not be possible if the stone Aphrodite and Pierce Brosnan was not present in the film. There is nothing worse than a movie that normalizes an idea that woman needs men in her life to be happy and successful. There is nothing worse than a movie that normalizes an idea that women will always work harder than men. That's all for today. Are you satisfied with the dish? If not, well, taste the film for yourself. Thank you for watching Taste That Film. Subscribe to our channel for more tasteful videos every week. Want to suggest a dish? Send your video request at the link provided below. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.